Good morning. It's not Saturday, it is Sunday, but welcome to your weekly writing prompt. I usually do it Saturday, but sometimes Saturday gets too busy and Sunday is the day that it must happen, but I want to get it to you. So here we are, Sunday morning. It's a rainy, drizzly day here, but I got to enjoy a wonderful evening last night by a campfire with a friend I have not had the opportunity to spend that kind of time with in a very long time. Phone conversations just don't do it, do they? So I enjoyed that immensely. And I now have a cat on my lap, so if you hear purring or anything, that's what's going on. See, here he is. Anyway, I wanted to make sure I got you that writing prompt today, this morning. Um, and I hope that you had a good week with ballooning anticipation and enjoying those moments of anticipation where you know something good is about to come for you, or looking forward to something and just appreciating that moment of I get to do this later, and knowing that that's going to be really delicious. We called it last week. So along those lines, I sort of want to expand on that excuse me, a little bit, and give us something else to think about where it extends that sense of anticipation and it takes it into a different realm where you adopt awe. Because how often, I mean, we'll say awesome, something is awesome all the time, but how often do you actually feel and notice that experience of awe? We could look for that in our everyday experience, and really if we allowed ourselves to notice it more often, I think we would see there are a lot of reasons that we should probably feel awe more often. Just the fact that your body is such an incredible instrument of biology and genetics that it's really miraculous how our bodies utilize electricity and magnetism, and the systems of our bodies are consistently monitoring themselves and functioning without us ever thinking about it. You don't have to tell your body how to blink or how to breathe or how to pump the blood through your blood vessels. You just do it. I mean, that alone is a reason to feel awe, I think, is that your body is doing all these incredible things. But then when you look at nature and how that functions, or you look at an amazing building that somebody has designed and then built, and you go, wow, that's amazing that it's, maybe it's so beautiful, or maybe it's such a giant beast of a building and you can't believe how big it is and that it stands the way that it does. All these, there's so many reasons to feel awe, even in your daily life. But I think that we can choose that opportunity more often to be awestruck by things, because it's so easy to just see everything in our day as ordinary, but it is anything except that. Everything in life is far from ordinary. We live in more convenience than we've ever seen in history. We may not feel that way all the time because we may always be looking outside of us and asking ourselves why we don't have things other people have. But if you really think about the life you live, you probably live a life of more convenience than anybody else has ever lived in history. And now, of course, there are exceptions to that. There are people who are living on the streets, and there are people who live in huts with dirt floors and no running water or electricity. There are those people living that way still. But there are most people in the world living with incredible convenience. So another reason to feel awe, right? Just there's so many reasons to feel that in our daily lives, and if we open ourselves up to it and adopt it, perhaps we would appreciate it more. So, anyway, I hope you have a wonderful wonderful week, and I will see you hopefully on Saturday next time, but if not, you'll see me Sunday morning. So remember, you wake up in the morning and use this prompt as an intention. First thing when you wake up, write it down. It's a very highly suggestive time of day for your brain to adopt something. So utilize that. And then right before you go to bed, write a very brief reflection. All you need to do is write whatever it is that you noticed, felt, said, or did around the prompt that you utilized as your intention for the day. And that should plant more suggestions into your mind before you go to bed. So it should be right before you go to sleep, last thing you do. And it's very effective if you utilize it in those times of day, because those times of day are highly suggestive times for your brain to adopt new ideas. So I hope it helps you, and hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next Saturday.